So the next normal form is the third normal form. And once again, we're trying to remove redundant and repeating fields. So in the third normal form, we're going to remove something called transitive dependencies. Transitive dependencies can be defined as one field is dependent upon the value of another field and not the value of the primary key. So let's look at our original table. In my original table, I can see that there is a dependency between store number and store zip code. Every time the store number changes, the store zip code changes. This is called the transitive dependency. That means that store zip code is not dependent upon the primary key, it is dependent upon the store number. And I want to strip this transitive dependency out into another table. So I'm going to create another table. We'll call it store zip code. Of course, every table has to have a primary key. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to store a primary key related to a store zip code. Just by looking at the last few records in my table, I can see that there is a zip code 84015, and that is related to the store number A3B. I can also see right at the top, or right in the middle of my table, that there is a zip code 84015 that is also related to a store number 224. At the top of my table, we're going to see that there is a zip code 84401 that is related to a store number 123. So the primary key for my store zip code table is actually going to be the store number. And what I can do, instead of actually replacing the store zip code with my primary key, I am going to delete this column altogether. I don't even need this field in my original table, because if any point in time I want to know what the zip code is for store A3B, all I have to do is I find A3B in my original table. If I want to know what the zip code is, all I have to do is hit the new table, and it's going to tell me the zip code is 84015. So I can actually remove the entire field from the original table, and that will be saving space and removing transitive dependencies. I'll give you a few minutes to look over your table and to see if there are any transitive dependencies. There may not be. I actually had to build in this transitive dependency so that I could show it to you in this demonstration. So there may not be transitive dependencies in yours, although I could have added not just store number and store zip code, but I might have wanted to know more information about the store, like its address, city, state, and zip, maybe the phone number so that I could give them a call and see if they had chicken or shrimp top ramen. All of that would have been a transitive dependency, and instead of creating a store zip code table, I would have probably created a store info table that had its name, its address, its phone number, its zip code, and then the primary key would have been the store number. So I'll give you a few minutes to see if you can remove any transitive dependencies from your table.